Yo, how's it going everyone? It's Anne Skyline and welcome to my channel. So, it is another Tuesday reset in the Destiny 2 community. So, I'm gonna try doing the solo flawless dungeon. So, that's where I am currently at the moment. I'm at the first boss. I'm gonna try and do it on my Strand Titan. I'm for my abilities, I'm using the Towering Barricade. So, it's totally personal choice, so you can swap this out. Obviously, the pros to the Rally Barricade is it has a lot significant cooldown compared to the Towering at 110. The Towering Barricade I like to use. One, obviously it blocks all the damage, but the main thing I'm using it for is at times when the boss puts down the capture point, especially the second one, or it depends where you're spawning and fighting, he will be either on it or very close to it. And when you go there, he'll stomp and send you flying. So by putting down the barricade, hopefully before he stomps, it stops any health or even killing or sending you for an absolute burden across the room. So that's the reason why I'm using that. I'm using grapple, that's personal choice again. You can swap that out for the shackle grenade. Aspects, obviously, for Strand Titans, it's Banner of War. I also use Into the Fray, so I can use 4 fragments. So 3 of these really work in sync. So I'm using Thread of Warding, picking up an Orb of Power, grants Woven Mail. So once I've got that Woven Mail procced on me, if I shoot and add and do a final blow on them, that then procs Thread of Transmutation. So while you have Woven Mail, Weapon Final Blows create a Tangle, which is one of those green orbs. Once I pick up that green orb, I then throw it at either an ad or at a bunch of ads that it'll just wipe them out. And then I proc Thread of Fury, damaging targets with a tangle, grants melee energy. So, as you know, with the Titan Strand, you're always going to want your melee energy. The oddball, okay, there is a method in my madness. Obviously, if you're going to be running the shackle grenade, or even if you're running threadlings, whatever your choice is, but then it doesn't make any sense to be running this. Your best bet is more than likely run Thread of Continuity. The reason why is it suspends for a longer duration, and that's what you need. You want them up in the air, out your way. But the reason why I chose it for myself, I'm not an elite player. So at times, if I'm getting getting into trouble on one of the plates, because the boss can spawn 2 lots in while you're trying to capture points, to capture the plate. If I do a finisher, I will create threadlings. Those threadlings then go after the trash ad, so it gets rid of most of them for me. Also, I have paired this with a mod, which is Proximity Ward. Gain a powerful overshield while performing your finisher. So that is the whole reason why I run that. So with my super, I've paired the Synthoceps. Now, I know most of you are going to be saying, oh, well, Worm Gods are more superior. These have been nerfed. Yes, they have been nerfed, but they are still very viable. I find with the Worm Gods, if you're doing the 1-2 punch, and also a lot of people were then pairing it with the Trace Rifle, Primary Navigator. So at times, they're anchoring a point just to the top of the boss's head, and they just keep meleeing, anchoring, using grapple and smashing into him, and then proc the 1-2 punch again. I just find that too much of a rotation for me personally. I want to try and get this dungeon done in the best way without me dying. Okay, so and be able to do enough damage. So that's why I like the Synthoceps. So when I proc the tractor cannon on the boss, if I've got my melee up, my double melee, I can then hit the boss with those double melees. And they're about 156,000 minimum per strike. And you get 2 of them. And then I will then reapply the tractor cannon, even though you don't have to at that stage. But the problem is, once I'm in my super, because I will pop my super, I'm not going to be able to reapply it. It will run out. So I put it back on again, and then I'll pop my super. As crits, I'm doing about 125k per strike, so that's pretty sweet. So for my resistances, I've gone solar. You could run solar arc and concussive dampener, because there is a lot of ground solar incoming damage. For my surges, I'm running void and I'm running strand. So when I don't have my super, I can then run the scatter signal, proc it with the tractor, and use my scatter signal until I can do another DPS round and use my super. And that's about it, really. Obviously, you are going to need 100 resilience. 100 discipline helps if obviously using the shackle. And you could put some points into intellect, so you're going to get your super back a lot more. But as long as you got your 100 resilience, everything else is fine. The Synthoceps, your super, and the tractor cannon does the rest of the work. So let's have a look. Right, let's get the show on the road. Right, let's get rid of that. Yes. Won't be a minute, guys. I'm just messing around with some settings. Wonder why that is then. I just want to look. No. And just move it. Moment, I've got a funny old screen. Right, sadly guys, I'm going to have to sort out my settings because I've been playing with them, and I will get back to you. I'm going to have to shut the stream. I will be restarting it, but there's an issue and my picture's out of sync. So I'll be